this. So I thought I might do a stream now. I'm gonna talk about Canelo, which there's a rumor floating around, which may be Canelo's next fight. And I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. If this turns out to be true, this is gonna tell you all you need to know about Canelo. You know, Canelo may be the king of unfinished business and basically half-assing. But we'll talk about that later on. But I wanted to do a live, and based off the embarrassing melee that happened, you know, yesterday with Floyd Mayweather last night, like I said, what's going on with Floyd is just ridiculous, and it's shameful, and it's just a travesty. And now you have John Gotti III basically sending the cryptic threats to Floyd Mayweather, which I think to a certain degree Floyd should take serious. We all know who his grandfather was. And for people, and it's always you delusional dummies that may come here and say, oh, it's staged. How do you know? Y'all think everything is staged. Some of you idiots still think that Will Smith, Chris Rock thing was staged. I know several people that know people that was there and said it wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't staged. It was a real reaction. But at the end of the day, Floyd may want to hire extra security for the time being, and you never know, some people, the high ups, may have to get involved with this. When you start sending threats to somebody, you know, sending subliminal threats and talking about Conor McGregor, I need backup and all this kind of stuff, at the end of the day, based off who his grandfather is, they should be taken serious. And that's just real talk. Because some of you guys are delusional about what you see on TV all the time. Everything is not staged. Everything is sometimes an actual reaction. So all that melee that happened after the fight ended, all that was staged too. All that chaos. So let me get this straight. They rehearsed, well, this is what's going to happen at the end of the fight. So we want everybody after the fight to start fighting backstage. We want people in the crowd to start fighting. You know how stupid some of y'all sound? Do you know how ridiculous some of y'all sound? I'm just letting y'all know. But for real, if I'm Floyd, I would take this serious. Because Floyd, at the end of the day, Floyd got to quit doing this kind of stuff. Like I said, this should be the end game with Floyd and these ridiculous exhibition matches. Like I said, you know, somebody was talking about you should have went down there and all this. Go down there for what? I cover real boxing events. Not none of this stuff that Floyd is doing. It's just ridiculous. Floyd went from fighting on pay-per-view, fighting on networks you haven't even heard of, fighting in full-fledged arenas, to fighting in, I don't even know where he fought at. But he didn't fight at the place where the Miami Heat play at. So at the end of the day, it's just like a circus with him, and people just got to tell the truth. You just got to tell the truth. Somebody, like I said, that's the problem when you have yes men around you. Sometimes you hire people to tell you the truth, and they can tell you the truth, and you can be able to take it. Listen, I'm not one of these dudes. When somebody talk to me, I'm one of them guys that don't listen to nobody. Like I said before, there's people that gave me advice on how to, improve my channel. I didn't get caught up in emotion. I didn't get, mad and all this kind of stuff. They gave me some advice, and it worked. It paid off. Because it's like this. If you can't listen to some kind of constructive criticism, then you're not going to make it in life. If you go around believing that you do everything perfect, you're going to fail. Because nobody does anything perfect. Ain't nothing wrong with critiquing and helping somebody get better. But this stuff with Floyd, the people that work around him, they got to tell him, hey man, enough of this. You got to stop this. This is just embarrassing now. It's embarrassing looking at somebody like Floyd, who fought all those world champions, won all those belts, won all those accolades, made a ton of money resorting to this kind of stuff, all because he's an attention whore and he wants people to keep talking about him. Like I said, it's plenty of ways where Floyd can stay relevant in boxing. Like I said, why don't he become a full-fledged trainer? Why don't he become an announcer? Why don't he really commit to promoting fighters instead of fighting? All money ain't good money. And anybody believe that Floyd is getting paid $20-30 million to do this stuff, you're delusional. How they gonna make it? And let's just keep it 100. How they gonna get a return? How is somebody that paid Floyd millions of dollars to participate in this, how they gonna get a return if you ain't putting this on pay-per-view? If you ain't selling out the arena, if you ain't getting a percentage of the gate, if you ain't getting a percentage of the pay-per-view, so how is you gonna get a return? See, this is what people, like I said, are afraid to talk about. Floyd ain't getting paid no $20-30 million for this. When I heard Shannon Sharp talking about this, I was like, what is this dude talking about? At best, Floyd getting paid a couple of $1 million to participate in this. And the more I see Floyd participate in these shameful acts, it make me wonder, is something going on with Floyd's money? Because at this point, Floyd shouldn't even be participating in stuff like this. He shouldn't even be charged. Like I said, you done resorted to fighting reality stars, YouTubers. You supposed to be bigger than this. You think Michael Jordan would be playing, for real, do you think Michael Jordan would be playing random people off the streets in games? I'm just keeping it a buck. Or LeBron, you think they would be participating in this kind of stuff? I mean, can we please stop the cap? So now you have the event end abruptly, and now you got everybody mad. And what about the people that paid their money to see this stuff? So like I said, for people that said all this is staged and orchestrated, like okay, how would you even have time to orchestrate something like that and stage all that aftermath and chaos that happened after the fight? Can we please stop being stupid? And I hate using that word. Some of y'all are just plain damn stupid. And I hate to use that word, delusional. Y'all just as delusional as that whore that's talking about she helped Zion Williamson out. I mean, can we just please stop the cap? This is just getting really embarrassing with Floyd Mayweather, seeing him participating in this stuff. That's what I'm saying. But this is supposed to be staged. I'm looking at Floyd, and like I said, it's almost it's almost shameful what you seeing going on. It's just embarrassing. You supposed to be one of the greatest boxers that ever lived, but yet you didn't resort to fighting YouTubers and reality stars. Oh, you're right, Mark. He might be headed to Mexico. But like I said before, listening to Shannon Sharp, oh, well, Skip, if Floyd getting paid Floyd getting paid $20 million, please, who invested $20 million in this? Based off the venue that Floyd fought in, like I said, he didn't get paid no $20 million, so just stop it. Like I said before, people don't know how to tell the truth, man. And you just got to say this about Floyd. It's just a shame that Floyd's career now is him just participating in these ridiculous, like, circus act fights. I mean, come on, man. There's so many ways you could be a ambassador to boxing instead of resorting to this. You out of shape. You not look like I said before. And if I'm Floyd, I would take this stuff serious. Well, Roy, you better tell Floyd, like, enough is enough. And I think boxing and these boxers, they need to ask Floyd to just stop it. But like I said before, you got these dudes that's just scared to say stuff to Floyd because they worried about Floyd getting extremely emotional and then basically, lashing out at them. Well, you know what, Floyd? I'll tell you right to your face, you need to stop this stuff. You making a mockery of yourself. You making a mockery of your legacy. Nobody don't want to see this shit anymore. This has went on long enough. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing everybody that is around you. You allegedly made almost $1 billion in fight purses, and yet you resorting to this? Like I said before, fight real fights. Go find some tomato cans. I'm sure Paulie Malignaggi, for a couple of $1 million, come out of retirement and let you whoop his ass. For real. Go fight Paulie Malignaggi. At least it could be sold as a real fight. Paulie was a real fighter. Not much of a real fighter. Floyd, 50-0. Like I said, go fight people like that you know you can beat. It'll sell. People will come see it. Put Jerron Boots Ennis on the undercard. Put some other people on the undercard, Danny Garcia or something, and then, you know what I'm saying, have a respectable undercard, and people will buy into it. Because we know Paulie ain't gonna knock you out, because Paulie can't knock, you know, Paulie got the punching power of a bag of Doritos. So let's just cut this foolishness out and do a real fight. But please stop tarnishing your legacy. It's getting sad. It's sad. But nobody won't tell this man the truth. I'll tell Floyd right to his face, you need to stop this, dude. You looking really bad. You looking pathetic. You looking thirsty. I mean, for real. You looking desperate. So let me get back to work, but I'll be back with more later on. It's your boy Town. I'm out. Floyd better.